We are asking a very important question. What's up with the Chivayo meeting Mnangagwa at his rural Zvishavane home? Right. We have seen pictures of Chivayo with the Mnangagwa in Zvishavane at Mnangagwa's rural home, sitting, in a lovey-dovey, cozy way, as usual, right? And but we are asking questions, Guti. What is it? What's up with these guys? And especially considering what we have seen happening in 2025. I'm not going to talk about the idea of 2025 and 2026. There is something that is very important about 2025, 2026, 2017, 2013, 2014, 2019, 2018, right? I'm going to be touching those things, particular spiritual message. Yeah, there's a lot of significance in terms of years, and what happened, what is happening, and what is coming, right? So in this new year 2026, there is something very, very spiritual about the year 2026, which I'm going to highlight, particular the spiritual message, right? Remember, iyoyo hamufaniri kuimisa, iyoyo hamufaniri kuimisa, because tichaptsenga tsenga twakawanda. And of course we will keep hearing from the Holy Spirit, tichitaura zvakakosha nezvakawanda zvinofanirwa kuti zviitike. But I want to ndinombokupakurira ikambijana kuti I want you to be banking on years and their implications. I'm going to be touching those patinoita show iyoyo. Right now, beginning of 2026, I know kuti vanhu vakawanda they might take these things lightly. Abantu abaningi phela bathatha izinto lightly. Sibuza umbuzo lo, ngiyakwazi ukuthi umunye umuntu uyabe sithi kule ndaba yani, what is the story, akula story lapho, but the story khona. The venue itself is very significant. Remember, these guys, when they make moves, these are people that are operating mu spirit world, right? Especially on the dark side. Saka every move dzavanoita dzinenge dzine some spiritual implication yadzinenge dzinacho, right? So Mnangagwa's original and rural home, anditi haana kuenda naTagwirei, haana kuenda naTungwarara, right? Ari kuenda naJojo. I want you to understand, muchiri kurangarira time yandaka explain out why Dzambarafuta ari and access to all these African presidents. Muchiri kuzvirangarira ka ndichiexplaina kuti the spiritual position, the spiritual elevation yakaitika ku this guy because of baptism yakaitwa naEmerson. So right now, beginning of year, it's a year, it's time to begin to strategize. So it's not only a political strategizing, but spiritual strategizing. So this is some kind of a retreat so that they can plan and scheme. But particular spiritual message, you are going to get to understand what I am not going to tell you today about this, because I'm going to refer to this one again on that particular show. It's quite very, very disturbing to note kuti these people would run away from everywhere else, run away from Harare, run away from Precap Farm, and would have to go a rural Zvishavane home. Well, remember tichine mamwe issues akaita allegations akasunzwa nana comrade Geza, right? A bananization bananization. So it could be some of those reasons, because remember, those things are connected to occultism. It's really serious. It's really very, very, very serious. Nyaya dzara bananization is spirituality very, very much connected. I've told you kuti ndosaka mchona vanapapa vachirana nevakadzi vakawanda stereki, vakadzi vevanhu, vasikana vemuchechi, and so on, and other women including prostitutes. Why vanapapa does it mean kuti vane sexual desire yakanyanya kukura here more than other people? No. It's about the occult. It's about the occult. My instructions are not pure. They have to advance and regain their strength and power by sleeping with as many women as they can. Saka sexual immorality, part and parcel of the occult, right? Saka my allegations are comrade Geza and atimbo harasa atimbo akandi kudondo ndinotoziva. Saka this retreat inogona nge in a lot to do with such things, especially during the beginning of a new year. It's a new season, and vakuda kutanga kushita cast their net for this year. But I want people to understand what 2026 watch or manch. One thing that I can say about my years and the numbers, and I would just share with you a little bit. 2026 is not a favorable year for Sgananda and even for Idiwacho. And then just spiritual message, why ndishidaro, and then I'm going to give you reference back understand some of the things in terms of my examples among my kore akapfura and what it means to us today, right? So very important. So mukaona vakuita retreat and starting beginning to re-strategize, pane zvakawanda zvinenge zvavakaobserva in 2025 towards and until the end. Remember season yavo, not only yezvigananda chete, season darkness. Yes, I explained it sometime in chite beginning around August vanenge vakutanga kuita the harvest of ropa, vachimwa ropa, and so on and so forth. Usually abantu abakudark world around August vaivesevekhalisa ukudinga igazi, kunathwa igazi, kusenzwa land, and they will be sealing their spiritual season. So when the new year comes like this, they would want to reflect on what were their pros and cons, what were their ups and downs, and so on, so that they can re-strategize for the new year. But unfortunately, man, I want to tell you, the prayer that we had yesterday, I'm telling you, it might have looked like an ordinary, just common prayer, but I can assure you, we moved mountains. And I felt after we left, we finished the prayer, I felt victory in my spirit, in massive victory. Saka zvataidhila nazvo zvepaparliament zviya haiwa mirai muone hapana kumira mushe, pakatomira kutoti manzonzo straight. So let's watch and see 2026 what really is going to be happening, because it's really going to be very exciting, right? So let me hear kuti vanhu vari kuti ndikona pane madiscussions ari kuti Brian, don't be surprised that one of or that one is not a scarf, it is a big python to protect him and put fear to the people of Zimbabwe. Very soon it's going to vanish. Yes, I know atakatoitaura nezvayo takaibata nyaya iyoyo, and I'm sure people now are aware what that means. Hakuna imi hazvisi normal, hakuna munhu angangoita. Munoziva kuti when you see, let me tell you one thing about darkness, about spiritual things, they work with repetition. Ndofunga ndakambotsanangura tichiita dark world the other time, ndichiexplain kuti kana uchida kuona kuti uri under spiritual attack, monitor the way events continue to recur. There's a repetition of such a thing. Kana kuti mufamily menyu munogona kuona kuti every June munoviga munhu, every August munoviga munhu, kana kuti somebody divorces every Christmas time or something like that, right? Or you get fired from work every January. Unotodzingwa basa chete muna January, every January, right? Panongoya February, March, one rimwe basa. Panongoya January, wodzingwa. I explained that in a time when we were doing the dark world, and I was explaining kuti ndoma symptoms anoshowa kuti it's a spiritual issue. Spirit kune ma repetitions, right? Kune ma recurrences. Saka mukaona munhu achiti anopfeka a scarf 365 days in a year, 24/7, apana kana paanonzi anoisiya. It is highly spiritual. because it just shows that it's a spiritual instruction, and it is a foundation that is holding something very big in terms of these guys. Saka takatoibata nyaya iyi. I think people are aware of what we are dealing with here, but yes, he can keep on holding on to that, but our prayers are mightier in God, right, to the pulling down of strongholds. Saka hapana vane zvinenge zvakutombovavava nekuvapisa zvimaningizvo. Ndakakudzai last time kuti that is just a bunch of wool. Hapana zviripo zvinombonyanyoshamisa pachinhu chakaita izvozvo. Vanhu vangazvitya, vanhu vari ikoko kudarkness kwacho, vanhu vari murima vasinganamati, vasiri mulight. Those are the people that can be afraid of that bunch of wolves. Isusu hatityi izvozvo, hativhundutsirwi nebanga repepa izvo. We are more than conquerors. We defeat all demonic forces and all witchcraft combined, because greater is he who is in us than he who is out there in the world. Sisi Esimuri say, no, thank you so much. I hope maita new year yakanaka zvikuru. Aiwa tinotenda gogo Angela. How has been the day? Thank you so much. Koma Alfred, hanzi kana muchida kuona kuti scarf iyo haisi yega, zvibvunzei kuti nei ichipfekwa pa holiday nepa leave. Right, handizvozvo chaizvo. That's a very good observation and analysis. Ndo chokwadi chatikutaura kuti zvine chirevo. It has a very deep spiritual implication, more than it is just an ordinary kind of dressing. Because pano musi waunomboto nhasi todambopinda munda, nhasi ndambopfekawo t-shirt, ungati nekugolf musi uya kugolf anga ainayo. Saka that just shows us kuti tikudhila nezvei. What are we dealing with? Shoti, thank you so much. That's my Korokota Gurezo. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Sister Judith Masquera say, and we are watching very exciting days that are coming. Kana musati mambotapirirwa ne politics them Zimbabwe kubva patakatanga 2023. Do not watch it 2026, right? Do not watch it 2026. Ndo pamuchatapirirwa ne politics them Zimbabwe. Tichakutapirira zvekuti kana nemuchatire heck. Right. Saka takuenda kumakata. Right. We are now going to the next level now. My levels acho achanakidza zvinotyisa. But one thing that is going to be certain, muchaona ruoko rwaMwari. You are going to see the hand of God. Just watch the space. Let me speak like Moses. Moses spoke when children of Israel were worried and crying by the Red Sea, and he said, be still and see the salvation of the Lord. Right? You are going to see the salvation of the Lord Zimbabwe in 2026. Mira muone zvenyu pachanakidza pachatapi. Ava vakagara vakaradzika matumba muchavaona vachimhanya zvinotyisa zviri legendary. Isusu tofara hedu because hatoziva kuti hakusina kwazviri kuenda. Angova my last kicks of a dying horse. But anyway, let's keep praying. Let's not forget kuti our duty is to keep praying. Victory is certain. And Mwari watinonamata ndi Mwari wakatendeka. Ngaaramba achikusimbaradzai mumaprayers maintercessor. Ndinoramba ndichikunamatirai siku nesikati kuti musanete kunamatira nyika. Rambai makashinga. Mwari wedu Jehovha watinonamata ndi Mwari asinganyadzisi. Kana abuditsa soko rake akakupai promise Zimbabwe, musafunga kuti Jehovha wacho anodzokera pasi. Kana aira ataura kuti muchaona ruoko rwangu, muchaona kugona kwangu, you are definitely going to see exactly what the Lord has said. And we will definitely continue to watch and see how God is going to deliver the promises that he has given to the nation and to his people, the people of Zimbabwe. Saka ininewe atirambe tichinamatira nyika. Mwari wedu akatendeka. Freedom, freedom, freedom for Zimbabwe.